Andy Cohen spills all the housewives' tea with us, including when we will get New Jersey news.
I keep saying you are going to get nothing, so stop asking.
Plus, Terry Dubrow reaches out to Brandi Glanville as Kim Zolciak describes her life as torture. And Kelly Ben-Simone reveals that she has slid into a certain actor's DMs.
I was like, he likes horses, I like horses. He likes cowboy hats, I like cowboy hats.
And Sutton Strack reveals it was she that went after Kevin Costner first.
Stop it. I called him first.
Right. I got dibs on Kevin
Girl
Costner.
code.
Sorry, Kyle. We've got that plus so much more in today's Getting Real with the Housewives. Hey, everyone, and welcome to Getting Real with the Housewives. I'm Christina. We have a lot of news to get to. Coming from the one and only Andy Cohen. He sat down with our digital deputy editor, Sarah Heron, and he spilled all about the latest Housewives hot topics. Take a look.
First things first, when are we going to get the New Jersey update so we can start asking you for the New Jersey?
You're not going to get it for like a year, so everyone stop asking. And I keep saying you are going to get nothing, so stop asking.
Perfect.
Yes.
Beverly Hills. Can we talk about Dorit? This version of Dorit has been so entertaining, but
Yeah.
also kind of heartbreaking. But she's ripping cigs one second and then she's going through a divorce. Just talk to me about Dorit in this era.
She's at a moment of she's at a fork in her life, and she's redefining her own life, and I think that process isn't a clean process, and I think you're seeing that as she's living through it.
What has it been like to watch her and Kyle kind of go back and forth? Kyle's obviously had some quote-unquote feuds on the show, but this kind of...
Well, I think, by the way, I think Kyle's at a similar place in her life, so I think you're dealing with two people who are actually, I think it's sad because they could, and you will see them at times this season being a great support for each other. They actually weirdly need each other more now than they probably have.
Salt Lake City is incredible.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. Can you talk to me a little about high body count hair?
Unbelievable.
Angie K, what has it been like to watch her kind of rise?
I love seeing a housewife bloom, a housewife in bloom.
Yeah.
The thing about the housewives of Salt Lake City, they're all in bloom, and this is 5 seasons in. And this is 2 seasons after the conjecture was, can they survive without Jen Shah?
Okay.
And a season after the conjecture was, can they survive without Monica? So it's really exciting to see.
And can you talk about Brittany a little bit?
Yes.
I love her as a friend, but why not even a full-time snowflake for her?
You know what? I think at this point, especially if you look at Miami Housewives, I think the lines between friend and housewife, have become a little blurred. I think that it means, we use you at our discretion a little differently maybe, but I'm not sure that it matters as long as they're part of the ensemble.
Orange County.
Yeah.
Ended on a high note with
Yes.
everyone kind of.
Great note. One of the most loved seasons of Orange County Housewives ever, and that's 18 seasons, and the highest ratings in many years, over 3 million viewers. So it was a great season.
Do you think Tamara and Shannon can really turn this page we're hoping to turn?
I would never try to guess.
And what about Alexis? Does she have a spot here, or what do we do here?
Here's the thing about the Housewives, and especially the Housewives of Orange County. That is a group of people that is always kind of weirdly in each other's lives in some dotted line way, or running into each other at Javier's or this or that, the Quiet Woman. And so, she'll always exist in the universe.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to wait a whole year for some New Jersey news. I don't know about that. All right, well, moving on to Brandi Glanville. She is accepting Dr. Terry Dubrow's help amid her health issues. Brandi has experienced abnormal facial swelling that she claims could be due to face parasites. However, Terry stated that he doesn't believe that to be the case. He told TMZ, "I saw one of her interviews and I've seen the picture of her. The one where she is swollen, the one where she is really deflated with the irregular skin. Here's the thing. Here's what Brandi really needs to focus on, and it's not her fault, it's her doctor's fault. Brandi needs a diagnosis." Terry delivered a message to Glanville saying that he would be of assistance to her if she needed. Brandi acknowledged his offer, saying on X, "I have zero drama with Dr. Terry Dubrow. I appreciate all the help I can get. We have been in touch and plan to talk. Thank you for all the love. All fillers that were in my face have been dissolved. I have seen all the best doctors at Cedars-Sinai and all the doctors they referred me to." Now, we know Brandi has been candid about her health setback. She shared a photo of her facial deformities and revealed that she spent $70,000 seeking a cause. Hopefully she gets the answers that she needs, because obviously it's a very scary situation, but maybe Dr. Terry Dubrow can be of assistance. All right, well, Real Housewives of Miami's Lenny Hochstein and Katharina Mazeppa are engaged once again. He told Us Weekly, "I'm beyond grateful for this second chance at love with the woman of my dreams. Love has a way of finding its way back to where it belongs. And if I have learned anything, it is that Katharina belongs in my arms forever. This is why this past weekend in our home and in front of her best friends, I asked for her hand in marriage." He gushed that the pair continued to celebrate and dance all night at their house with their loved ones. Now, he did propose with the same ring, and he explained why this time it will last. He said, "The thing that makes this time different is that during our time apart, I was able to realize just how important Katharina is to me. She is not only the person that I need to be with, but she is also the only person I want to be with." He shared a photo via social media on December 11th of him getting down on one knee and popping the question. He said, "Sometimes life gives you a second chance and you realize what truly matters." That's what he captioned the photo. So we wish them nothing but the best. Hopefully, second time's a charm. All right, moving on over to Kim Zolciak. She's giving an update on her bitter split from Kroy Biermann. She did not mince words when approached by a TMZ reporter at LAX. When asked to describe in one word what she's been going through in her personal life, she said torture. The reporter then asked, "You're going through torture right now?" She said, "I have been for years." She told the outlet, "I'm a normal, rational person that doesn't see the need for any of this controlling chaos. I really don't." Now, earlier this month, we reported that police had responded to a domestic violence call on November 27th at the pair's shared home in Georgia. This has been going on. This turmoil between these two has been going on for so long. Hopefully they can put everything behind them, just move on, dig themselves out of their financial holes, and just hopefully they can come to some sort of co-parenting resolution in the future, because this is so nasty. All right, well, Kelly Ben-Simone is back on the market and looking for love. The former Roni star teamed up with Luann de Lesseps for her podcast, I Do Part 2 Pod, and she told us the two talked about love and sliding into a certain actor's DMs. Take a look.
I have a new podcast that's coming that's actually dropping tonight with Luann de Lesseps, and we talk all about tips for finding love and how to date with intention. She gave me a lot of tips. She also gave me a lot of tea. It's really, really fun, and I hope you guys have the best time listening to us. She is definitely on fire and doing so well, and I love her so much. And we just have a genuine friendship, and everybody loves to see us on TV because I love her so much. So even when she's like, "You didn't take me to the Ranger game," I took you to the Rangers, check, and on the floor of the Knicks, check.
That is amazing. Is there anyone else you can tease, or maybe a dream podcast guest that we can see in the future?
I mean, I don't know. I did slide into someone's DMs. Like, I was on a super slide. I was like, he likes horses. I like horses. He likes cowboy hats. I like cowboy hats. So I'm just having a lot of fun.
Super fun. And on that note,
Can you guess who that is?
You know,
What?
Kevin Costner is kind of the moment.
I mean, I may or may not have slid in. I don't know. You have to listen to the podcast.
Oh, Kelly. I mean, Kevin Costner seems to be having a moment, and he is the topic of conversation in all of Housewives. Who would have thought? I'm sure this was not on his bingo card, but it's definitely in a conversation in Beverly Hills. We spoke to Sutton Strack, who cleared up that she was actually the one wanting to hook up with Kevin first, not Kyle Richards. Take a look. Oh, I have to get you to clarify, because I know you said that Kyle wanted to be hooked up with Kevin Costner. What happened here?
We are fighting over Kevin Costner. I was in Santa Barbara and with some friends, and walked in and into this bar that we were waiting for our table, and walked right past Kevin Costner. And he is very handsome. Like, you see somebody on the TV, but he's very handsome in person. And I just think he looks perfect for me, to be quite honest. And he's single.
Yes.
And so my friends were like, he is the one for you. So when I got home to LA, we have a moment on the beach. I don't know if we'll see it,
Okay.
but I kind of have this thing for Kevin Costner, and then all of a sudden, Kyle was like, "Oh, I saw Kevin Costner in Aspen." I'm like, "Well, did you tell him about me? Did you give him my number?"
Right.
She's like, "No, Kyle." So now she's after Kevin Costner. I'm like, "Stop it! I called him first."
I got dibs on Kevin
Girl
Costner.
code, ma'am.
I love that Kevin Costner is going to be a storyline this season. I love that so much. Who would have thought that Kevin Costner was going to be the topic of conversation in Beverly Hills and Housewives, from Yellowstone to Beverly Hills? Something tells me this is not on his radar. All right, well, that is it for this week's episode of Getting Real with the Housewives. Make sure to check back to our YouTube page next week when we recap our top Housewives moments of 2024. Hope everybody has a wonderful holiday and a very happy new year.